Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to part 24 of Persona 5 Royal. In the last episode, we got ourselves some museum tickets from Yusuke. Well, that's an apology for seemingly looking for An, even though it looked clearly like he was stalking her. But Yusuke is not a bad person. He just wanted to have An as a model. It was pretty much his muse as he was in an artist slump. If the idiotic dub change is anything to go by, that artist slump is for a reason. He was trying to hurry up to literally find a new art piece because Madarame gave him a time limit. And thanks to dumb, idiotic English dub, you wouldn't even know why that time limit exists. So, with that said, right now I'm actually working out with moist protein. Soon I'll just be working out, period. I'll be working out at the gym more to try to get myself some more exercise and definitely get myself some SP and some SP and HP. That's what I meant to say. This is an MP, folks. This is not Final Fantasy. I just keep forgetting that. Well, that's the first time I actually said it. But nonetheless, I'm just going to have to start going to the gym after we deal with events. Basically, it's going to be like once we deal with the palace, we're going to start going to the gym. And then we'll probably max out some more, or try to max out some more confidant ranks. But for right now, we have a museum to go to, and that's exactly what we're going to do, despite it being rainy today. And if we would have went to Mementos, it would have been definitely a rainy day, and it would have been tough.
So crowded.
It'll be a pain in the ass if someone sees you, so don't stick your head out too much, alright?
You came.
Yeah.
You really came.
What'd you expect when you left us those tickets?
Make sure that you don't get in the way of the other visitors. Come now, I'll show you around. I'd like to speak more about the picture I'd like to draw, too.
Well, see you guys later. Will Lady An be alright? What if he drags her behind some painting and tries something funny?
I told you not to come out! Are we really gonna appreciate the fine arts? Can't we just go home? I guess we should do a quick pass-through at once. Which way are we supposed to start? It's that old man from the other day.
We continue to be truly surprised by your imagination. You have such expansive styles. It's hard to believe that it all stems from one person. Where in the world does all your inspiration come from?
Well, it is rather difficult to put into words. They naturally well up from within my heart, like bubbles rising one after another in the spring.
Naturally, you say.
What's important is to distance oneself from worldly desires, such as money and fame. My atelier is a modest shack, but it is more than enough to pursue true beauty.
A shack?
I see. So the act of emptying one's mind gives rise to inner beauty. Still, to think we could hear the word shack coming from the great artist Madarame.
You would understand if you saw it.
Wasn't the word shack something?
Madarame-san is actually here?
Over there!
I'm so glad I came on opening day.
Hey, stop pushing! There's way too many people!
I'm getting crushed!
Anyways, we gotta head for the exit. Don't die on us, alright?
I didn't know there were so many types of Japanese art.
Usually, one concentrates on their own style. However, Sensei creates all this by himself. He's special.
There you are, Yusuke.
Sensei.
Ah, the girl from yesterday. Are you enjoying the exhibit?
I don't know how to put it into words, but it's really amazing.
You're sensing something from the artwork. That alone is enough to give us artist satisfaction. I hope this becomes a wonderful piece, Yusuke. Well then, if you'll excuse me.
You'd imagine artists would be difficult to approach, but he seems really friendly.
Indeed.
Oh, this is it! The painting I wanted to see in person.
This one?
I guess it's the painter's anger? I'm not sure, but I sense this strong frustration from it. To think such a cheerful and gentlemanly person could make such a piece. Something wrong?
Don't mind me. There are better pieces than this one. Come now, this way.
Hey!
Ah, that old lady totally elbowed me. But thanks to that, I remember now. Let's not worry about it for now. It's about a post online. Here, look at this.
Why'd you leave without me?
You got it all wrong. We got dragged into this huge crowd and... Anyways, you gotta look at this too. This post might be about Madarame.
What's it say?
A master of the Japanese arts is plagiarizing his pupil's work. Only his public face is shown on TV.
Plagiarizing?
I didn't think much of it when I first saw it, but hearing Shaq and Madarame triggered it. His treatment of the pupils who live with him is awful. He teaches nothing and bosses them around. He treats them inhumanely, as if disciplining a dog.
Abuse on top of plagiarism, huh?
If this is real, it'll be a huge scandal.
I wonder if Kitagawa-kun posted this. I mean, he is a pupil of his.
Who knows? It's anonymous and all.
In that case, it's possible the Madarame we heard about in Mementos is referring to the same one.
A man like that doing such a thing? I wonder if we can ask that shadow from earlier about this. Oh, actually, we just need to talk to him in reality.
And how are we gonna go about that? Are we gonna explain it all, starting with Mementos?
Besides, if we make a move out in the open, there's the possibility that Madarame will find out.
Oh, yeah, right.
Hey, what do you think about Madarame? Doesn't he seem suspicious? I know, right? This all fits way too well to just be a coincidence. If this post is legit, ain't this the kind of target we've been waiting for?
Well, yeah, but is it really true?
By the way, what did you do about the whole modeling thing?
Kitagawa-kun gave me his contact info, and the address to his sensei's atelier.
He said he lives there, right? Perfect timing. Let's try going tomorrow. We're off to Madarame's house right after school.
Huh? You want me to model tomorrow? This is too sudden.
What? We're just gonna go talk to Kitagawa.
Oh, that's what you meant.
So now that we have basically found out that yes, it's the same Madarame that Nakanohara was talking about, now we're gonna have to go investigate his house. Primarily to try to at least question Yusuke about the abuse. Because after all, the abuse that Yusuke receives is definitely something that is concerning. More importantly, to question him about the plagiarism. Well, abuse and plagiarism is still just as bad. I might as well go on ahead and grab this. I mean, I could get some presents for any of my female confidants later on. But for right now, the allergy thing, I rather get that because the medicine is far and few in between until that is you start getting Takemi near the 8 and 9s in the ranks of the confidants. So with that said, let's go on ahead and go to sleep. So that way we will be able to get started with our stakeout. Alright. Sorry about that, I had to go to the restroom. So with that said, we're going to have to train. But we're going to have to actually go to his house. However, there will be a cutscene. And yeah, the cutscene will be pretty damn long. So we'll be taking some more moist protein. And this time, we'll actually be working at our fullest.
Okay.
Instead of, barely struggling. We'll probably have to do this a couple of more times before it actually gets to the point that we're physically fit. Oh, by the way, the Persona Royal comics, Goro tried to do this, and
Nice going.
he struggled on the first pull-up. No, seriously. He literally struggled. He tried to hang and tried to pull himself up, but he couldn't do it. And then Joker was pretty much doing pull-ups right next to him and just pretty much was outdoing the guy. Goro's like, how do you even do this? But this is actually Royal exclusive. You see, with the introduction of Maruki, here have specific questions that Maruki will ask you as well. Like, for instance, the answer to that question was the placebo effect. Funny how Maruki and placebo effect goes hand in hand. But Dr. Maruki will sometimes take over class, and when he does, he will quiz you on something that has to do with cognition and something that has to do with psychology. So bear that in mind when you happen to be in the class. Hopefully Temperance can fix that problem.
Phantom Thieves going by train. This ain't any different from how I get home from school, you know.
The train is the fastest way to go. Plus, we can bring pets on here.
Hey, who are you calling a pet?
Dude, be quiet! We didn't pay the pet fare.
I'm the one guiding you to your destination. You should be calling me Master. Oh, Kitty!
Shoot.
Is that your pet, mister? I heard it meowing.
Yeah, it's just a toy. It meows when you press on its head.
You heard her. Press on its head.
This is ridiculous. Wowie! Again! That's so funny! I want to hear it again! Oh, I just threw open my mouth.
Oh, seriously?
The next stop is Shibuya. Shibuya. Doors will open on the left side.
Oh, this is our stop. Well, see you later. Bye-bye.
Mm-hmm. Bye-bye.
So, which line do we gotta transfer to?
Doesn't look like there are any stations close by to that address. If anything, this is the closest station.
What? And we gotta walk the rest of the way? What kind of phantom thief takes the train and then walks to their destination?
Stop your complaining.
It's supposedly a shack, but this is the neighborhood he lives in. As expected of a famous artist. Looks like the fastest route is to get to the station square and then go to Central Street. Let's move.
I don't remember if the original game has it to where you literally run over to Madarame's house. But Royal, that is exactly what you're doing. You're running over to Madarame's house. Figuratively and literally... Oh, wrong way. We are running to Madarame's house, and we are probably going the wrong way as well. Damn it! We need to go this way. Alright. So now, we can just keep going outward that way, but before we do, I was going to try to see if I could put some more money on the lottery, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen. So with that said, we're going to be headed all the way to Madarame's house through jump cuts, unfortunately. So, with that said, let's go.
Suguru Kamoshida, former Olympian, teacher at Shujin Academy. Reason for turning himself in is a heavy conscience, huh? The human mind doesn't change that easily, let alone their natural temperament. Shujin Academy. Seems doubtful. Perhaps I'll have someone look into it, just in case.
Is that it?
We're at the right address. The door plate does say Madarame.
You ring the bell.
Me? The walls won't collapse when I do, will they?
No one sneeze or we'll blow this house down, okay?
Who is it? Sensei is currently...
It's Takamaki.
I'll be right out.
People really do live here.
Takamaki-san. You two are here as well?
Hey, sorry, but, we ain't here to talk about the modeling thing. There's something we gotta ask you. Is it true Madarame's plagiarizing stuff? He's abusing people too, yeah?
Are you serious?
We read about it online.
This? Preposterous! Not only is the plagiarism impossible, but abuse? He welcomes pupils into his own home! This is no act of violence, it is charity! And I'm the one residing here and studying under him. I'm saying it's not true, so it's beyond doubt.
You might be lying about it.
That is utter rubbish. I had no family when Sensei took me in and raised me into what you see now. If you continue to ridicule the man I owe my life to, you will rue this day!
You really think that?
Yusuke, what's the matter? I heard you yelling.
These people are slandering you with baseless rumors.
Forgive them, Yusuke. They must have heard some bad rumors and came in worry for their friend's safety.
Understood, Sensei.
Well, even I doubt that a cranky old man like myself could be liked by everyone.
That's not what we meant.
I'm sorry to have butt in on your conversation. However, I do have neighbors around. Won't you please keep it down? Now, if you'll excuse me.
That was discourteous of me. I'm sorry. I know. I think you'll be able to believe in Sensei if you saw that painting. It's his maiden work, as well as his most representative piece. It's titled Sayuri.
Sayuri?
This was the painting that inspired me to become an artist.
It's so beautiful.
I don't know all this fine art stuff, but even I can tell that this is impressive.
When I first saw you, I felt the same powerful emotion as when I saw this painting.
Me?
I wish to pursue beauty like this. And I believe drawing you will be part of that pursuit. I implore you, seriously consider my offer. I'm sorry that you took the time to come all this way, but I must assist Sensei today. I hope that we can discuss this further another time. If you'll excuse me then.
Those two seem like nice guys, don't they?
Maybe the Madarame we heard about in Mementos is a different person.
Man, right when we thought we found a new target, too.
How's the metanav?
Oh,
Hey, the app.
was it picking up our conversation? This display. It means that Madarame has a palace too, right? But why?
Madarame, plagiarism, and then shack, huh? These seem to be the keywords.
For real though, what the hell's going on? Does an old man like him really have a palace?
We have the person's name and the location. All that's left is the what that Madarame mistakes the shack for to enter his palace.
You mean, like how Kamoshida thought the school was his castle?
That's right. Let's try saying some things. They can be random guesses.
It's a bit sudden though.
Why don't we start with castle?
No candidates found.
Then what about prison?
No candidates found.
Ah, what a pain. Jail, warehouse, and guidance counseling office. Might as well add farm.
No candidates found.
Not a single hit.
Should we come back another time?
A building that's related to artists. If we think from there, what would it be?
Beginning navigation.
Beginning navigation? Whoa, really?
Hey, when did you activate the nav? You surprised me.
Didn't have much of a choice. I think we just happened to get it right.
What if I hadn't noticed and then wandered off and got caught by an enemy?
Probably would have figured it out once you started walking on two legs.
Arr.
So even you can slip into the metaverse without realizing it, Morgana?
Yes. In a place with minimal cognitive distortion, the differences can be subtle.
Forget that. Look! That shack is seriously some kind of museum?
Let's go check it out. It's so extravagant, to the point that it's gaudy. It's a museum, right?
This is Madarame's?
Well, a palace is a world formed by a mind twisted by desire. Remember Kamoshida's castle?
Madarame's artwork is on display at museums in reality too, though. His exhibit was popular, and people already respect him. Why would he fantasize about a museum?
You got a point. It ain't related to plagiarism or abuse either.
Let's try looking around. Racking our brains here won't do us any good.
Right. That aside, ain't a museum a must for Phantom Thieves?
Now that's our Joker. I feel the same.
But man, just look at that insane crowd.
And just like that, we are now in our second palace. I told you we were going to be visiting this place, and guess what? We are. But, unfortunately, we're not going to fully explore it in this part. No. Just like with the first palace, and ironically the second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth palace, and even all the palaces in general, you're going to have a visitation period. So that way you'll see what's going on. And once you discover what's going on, and then you'll be able to explore the rest of the palace. That's basically how it's going to work. Yes, even the true ending last semester palace, you're going to have to explore it at least once and proceed through. And no, that palace is not hard at all. In fact, it is probably without a doubt the easiest palace in the game. Plain and simple, which begs the question, why is it even there? If anything, it's kind of a long slog of a palace. That's the best way to put it. Oh, you don't even need to go and fight that guy. It's not even necessary or important. Where we need to go is right into the window right here. And that's going to be our entry to this Museum of Vanity. So, once we get in, we will be inside of Madarame's palace. But for right now, there is no enemies. Well, except for that one guard over there. If we would have went a little bit further, we would have been forced to turn back. However, we ended up in this palace to try to investigate just how much this palace connects to the plagiarism and the abuse. Well, look at all these paintings. These paintings are people. No, seriously, they are people in the game. Granted, we don't see most of them, but all of these paintings have something in common. Madarame. And this right here confirms Nakanohara's suspicions. Oh, and by the way, something that needs to be said. See those security systems? Yeah, get used to seeing those because they're going to be activated on our second visit. So bear that in mind. But this exhibit, there are paintings everywhere. And it's not hard to put two and two together. In fact, there's a painting that's very special right in this room.
Hey, this doesn't make any sense. Madarame's famous for having a variety of art styles, but all the portraits on display here look the same. This is way different from what was at the...
Wait a sec. Ain't this that guy we saw in Mementos? You know, the one who was shit-talking Madarame?
Natsuhiko Nakanohara. His name's written on the plaque.
Dude, I don't get it. Why is there a painting of him in here? And more important, why is his name written under it?
You're right. Doesn't art usually have, like, the title of the piece or the artist's name?
This is quite the mystery. Alright, let's keep looking around for now.
Well, that's one of the special paintings that's in this room. And now, for the other at the end of the hall. Yeah, that one.
Hey, isn't this a painting of that guy?
It says Yusuke Kitagawa. There's no mistaking it.
Huh? Wait a second. What do you think these paintings are? I think you're right.
For real? All of them? But it was only Yusuke when we went to his place before.
This must include former pupils as well. Only one remains now. Taking into account what that Nakanohara guy said earlier, things are getting clearer. Alright, let's keep investigating. We need something to further confirm our deductions.
Again, this area has no shadows in it for now. But when it does, oh, it's gonna be a pain in the butt. You know all those areas that we just passed by? There will be security there. So, get used to seeing this. Because it is going to come back to bite you later, because you're going to have to dodge all the security sensors. And we also found the map. By the way, this map is going to be definitely used to get to the treasure. This is one half of it, by the way. And for the record, yeah, I'll be getting the will seats here too, so don't you worry about that. Also, Let's open the chest. See what we got in it. I guess it's something of importance, because it belongs to Morgana. Well, actually, no. It's nothing of importance, because we got the ultimate weapon in our possession. And we got something else, too. So with that said, let's go in the room right here. And this is probably where we're going to be ending our stay for now, as far as this dungeon's concerned.
Look at this.
The Infinite Spring? A conglomerate work of art that the great director Madarame created with his own funds. These individuals must offer their ideas to the director for the rest of their lives. Those who cannot do so have no worth living? Hey, this is most likely about the plagiarism, right?
Damn it, what a phony geezer.
In other words, his pupils are his property. He doesn't even qualify as an artist if this is true. He's stealing the ideas from talented students in exchange for securing their livelihood. I wondered about those portraits on display. They must all be his pupils through his cognition. This even says that they have no worth. Couldn't this be about the abuse? Madarame will keep them around as long as they're useful to him. But the moment they're not...
He's treating them like slaves or tools!
Why's Yusuke keeping quiet about this? He's got no reason to cover this up.
He did say that he owes Madarame his life for being taken in.
But still.
When we were at the exhibit, I praised one of the pieces on display. But Kitagawa-kun acted strange. Maybe that piece was plagiarized too.
What's the call? Ain't this enough to target Madarame? That's what I'm talking about!
Hold on, you two. We should confirm these facts with Yusuke once more.
Confirm what, though?
It means we should get solid evidence that such crimes actually took place.
What a pain in the ass.
Besides, there's too much we don't know about Madarame yet.
You're right. I'll try contacting Kitagawa-kun. I might be able to get the truth out of him if I accept his modeling offer.
Wait, you're gonna do that?
You all better come with me, okay? I'm scared to go alone.
Famous, renowned artist, huh? Oh, this might be tougher than Kamoshida. Well, we'll just prep ourselves until we get confirmation from Yusuke. This is our first mission as real Phantom Thieves. We're gonna succeed no matter what.
And as our stay in Madarame's palace comes to an end, we are going to have to go back and investigate. More importantly, we are going to have to pretty much announce what's going on. But more importantly, we're going to have to tell Yusuke of the abuse. And he's not going to take that quite well. More importantly, the only thing right now he cares about is being able to paint his muse so that he'll be able to stay in school. So with that said, we've got another box that came in for us, which is the aroma machine and the Omni Vitamin. Oh wait, I switched up. This is like a different playthrough because again something happened and I forgot to record it. But folks, we are done here, and in the next part, which is part 25, we're going to continue with Madarame's palace. This is RFman 985. See you guys next time. Peace.